Everyone. So welcome you all in today's session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the cutting tools and how to classify the cutting tools. So before going to start the session, now I want to introduce myself. This is N.K. Sagar, Assistant Professor working in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal. So let us discuss today's topic, cutting tools. What do you mean by cutting tools? How to classify the cutting tools and what are the applications of the cutting tools? So, dear students, to perform the certain operation, to perform the certain operations, the different types of cutting tools will be required. Yes, suppose we want to perform any operation on the job like turning operation, drilling operation or boring operation. So we require a tool. So with the help of cutting tool, we can perform the operation. So to perform a certain operation, a certain tool is required. Cutting tools can be selected according to the what is the material of the job and which type of operation to be performed. So there is a variety in the cutting tools. There are number of cutting tools. So according to the job material and which operation we have to perform on the job, according to these conditions, we can select the cutting tool. And the use of cutting tool, this is used in the metal cutting to give the desired shape, size, and surface finish. Yes, now classification of cutting tools. How to classify the cutting tools? So, classification of cutting tools may be done on the basis of number of cutting edges involved in the cutting tool. So, we are going to classify the cutting tool broadly on the basis of how many cutting edges are involved in that cutting tool. So, the cutting tools mainly categorized in two categories. Number one, single point cutting tool. Number two is multi-point cutting tool. So this is single point cutting tool. What do you mean by single point cutting tool? Single point cutting tool means there is only one cutting edge that is responsible for the operation, that is responsible to remove the excess material from the workpiece so that our workpiece can get the proper shape and size as per the requirement. So this is a single point cutting tool. This part is known as cutting point because this part has cutting edges and other features, and those features I will discuss in the coming lectures. And so this is the main part of the cutting tool. This is known as single point cutting tool. So once again, I repeat the definition of the single point cutting tool. Single point cutting tool is the tool in which there is one cutting edge that is responsible for the removal of excess material from the workpiece. Yes, now the examples of the single point cutting tools, those are used for different operations. So these are the examples: turning tools, shaping tools, planning tools, and slotting tools and boring tools. These all are the examples of single point cutting tool. Yes, these are the various single point cutting tool. You can see in the diagram. These are the different types of single point cutting tool. Those are used for the different operations. Now, second is multi-point cutting tool. So what do you mean by multi-point cutting tool? Multi-point cutting tool is that tool that have more than two cutting edges. That has more than two cutting edges is called multi-point cutting tool. Now the examples of the multi-point cutting tool are milling cutters, broaching tools, hubs, gear shaping cutters, brazed tool, inserted bit tool, etc. These all are known as multi-point cutting tool. This is the diagram of the multi-point cutting tool. The tool that have more than two cutting edges is known as multi-point cutting tool. So this is a cutter in which there are number of cutting edges, and all cutting edges will be responsible for removal of material from the workpiece during the particular operation, so that the workpiece can give the proper shape and size. This is also a multi-point cutting tool that is known as drill bit. These are number of cutting tools. Those have multiple cutting edges. All are multi-point cutting tools. So thank you very much.